Good morning! It's Wednesday, October 8th, 2008, and this is WFTL Bytes, your occasiodaily FOSS/Linux news show, as hosted by me, Marcel Gagné, aka WFTL, WFTL, which is where we get the WFTL Bytes thing. Anyhow, I'm not going to start the news today by telling you that, yes, the markets did go down again all over the place yesterday, and things are looking really, really bad out there, and maybe the mattress is starting to look like a good place for our investments, but that's not where I'm going to start today. I'm going to start by telling you about some... wait, I got to get my press hat on. Press hat. There we go. Press hat. Got my press hat on for today. My press hat on, so I'm all set. All right, my press hat. Today marks a birthday of sorts. Actually, it's not really a birthday, but the whatever you may think of Microsoft's .NET product, there is, of course, the Linux implementation out there, which a lot of people have got opinions about, called Mono. So Linux has gotten Mono. Sorry. Anyway, Linux has got Mono 2.0 now, so it's version 2.0 of Mono. Is it going to be harder to kick Mono 2.0 than Mono 1.0? I'm really not going to go down that avenue. I just thought I'd let you know that Mono 2.0 has actually been released today, and that it is now available. So I'm just going to leave it at that and move on to somebody else who might have an opinion on that sort of thing. RMS, also known as Richard M. Stallman, but that's not what we're talking about, not specifically the whole Mono thing, but cloud computing. It seems that Richard actually has some real opinions on cloud computing, and whatever you may think about the promise and the hype and the wonder of cloud computing, we're all going to live in the cloud. All our data is going to be in the cloud. All our programs is going to be in the cloud. All praise to Google and Amazon and all these other sorts of things. RMS says, and I quote, "It's worse than stupidity. It's a marketing hype campaign." He goes on to say that somebody is saying this is inevitable, and whenever you hear somebody saying that, it's very likely to be a set of business campaigning to make it true. Well, you know what? I may not agree with everything RMS says, but he may have something, pretty much on the ball on this one, in the sense that, yeah, there's an awful lot of hype around the cloud computing, and do you really imagine your bank storing your personal banking information in Google's cloud? All these discussions actually started happening with people complaining about, not being able to access their Gmail, email, or something like that. I just want to point out, by the way, that I download my own email to my own PC. So I didn't have that problem when it happened. But there you go. On a related note, I'm not sure if this is a related note, but LinuxWorld, because, or GNU Linux World, but LinuxWorld has ceased to be. It's over. It's gone. It's finito. It's done. And I had a great time at some Linux Worlds out there, so I'm going to miss it. Although it's sort of restarting again next August, but this time it's going to be Open Source World. And the whole point, or the whole idea, is that open source isn't just about Linux. It's about a whole bunch of other platforms. You can have open source programs running on Windows, for instance. So now, Open Source World is going to embrace open source on a variety of operating systems, not just Linux. So Linux World is gone, but Open Source World will reappear next August at the Moscone Center in San Francisco. San Francisco. I love San Francisco. Great place. Anyway, another interesting little piece of news that you may want to know about has to do with Information Appliance Associates. And you're thinking, what the heck is Information Appliance Associates? Well, it's a company that has just released a solution that will allow you BlackBerry addicts. By the way, that's Research in Motion's ubiquitous little BlackBerry device. If you've got one and you've been saying, I can't sync this thing to my Linux system and it's killing me. Well, hey, IAA is out there with a new product, which, by the way, was a product that they had available for Mac, and the name will tell you. Are you ready for this? Pocket Mac for BlackBerry Linux Edition. Pocket Mac for BlackBerry Linux Edition. Couldn't they have called it Pocket Linux for BlackBerry? That would have been cool. But no, we had to go Pocket Mac for BlackBerry Linux Edition. Sheesh. Anyway, this product is available for testing, and they want testers, so I'll give you the link. Remember, at the bottom of these things, there's a little link. You can go down there, and if you want to test it, right now it syncs to the KDE Pim Suite Contact. So check it out. If you've got a BlackBerry and you want to be able to sync it to your Linux system, go check them out. But if you don't want to check them out, my guest last night on the WFTL show is a guy named John Van Osteren, and his company NetDirect actually has an open source product which they've been developing called Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, which is on the sourceforge.net website. You might want to check that one out if you want to sync your BlackBerry to your Linux site. And finally, to wrap it up, let's talk about netbooks. You might recall that I had a little story a couple of days ago that said that some people's expectations of netbooks are kind of askance, like they've been higher than normal returns or higher than Windows returns for excuse me, for netbooks, because people take them home and they go, oh my god, it's not running Windows, it's running something else and I have no idea what it is. Expectations being a problem. Well, to heck with those expectations. We need to get people just to understand that, hey, this isn't Windows, it's something actually a whole heck of a lot better. And you want better? Remember the EEE notebook by Asus? Well, the Linux plumbers, yes, those crazy Linux plumbers are back, have figured out a way to accelerate the boot time from 45 seconds to 5 seconds. You can boot an E in 5 seconds. Now, that's pretty cool news. And that's where I'm going to leave it. That's it. I'm done for today. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you on the next WFTL Bytes. Whew! Oh, I'm done. That's it. Bye. I need more coffee. Slowing down.